time on Pillars of Eternity. We're all on fire? Are we? Oh, Megran's blessing. I was like, why are we all on fire? Anyway. Oh, right. She told us to blow up the fucking Deadfire. She told us to blow those people up. I'm so upset. That's actually, like, really upsetting to me. Damn. 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 What else do we got? You need to do it though? They're attacking them? I know I need to, but I still feel like it's a lot, all right?
I'll take care of it.
I don't like it feels very terrorist to me to go and plant a bomb in someone's gunpowder stores. I don't know how I feel about terrorism in this situation. It doesn't feel good. It feels bad. It feels real bad. So yeah, I don't know. I feel it's such a weird thing. Like, can I just not do it? I chose to go with the Juana, so in order to finish the quest line, I have to do it, but I don't want to. I really don't want to. This game is making me do a thing that I don't want to do. Endless Pastrami, welcome back for 13 months in a row. Thank you so much. Does having your soul back change the way your character feels about such things? I mean, yeah, are we gonna play ourselves a little differently now that we have the other part of our soul back? That's an interesting question. What about the gunpowder plot? The gunpowder treason and plot? I see no reason a gunpowder treason should ever be forgot, honestly. It's the Brass Citadel, right? Right, Dicek? I believe that. If you ever find yourself enjoying terrorism, you might want to be concerned. I mean, in video games, like if you're playing CSGO, I mean, I guess it's the same no matter what, depending on if you're counter-terrorist or terrorist, you're still playing the same game, so. That might not count. Okay. The east of Brass Citadel's dock. Wait, what's this? Forge alliances or prepare your ship for a hard voyage. No doubt the local powers will want to put me to work in support of their cause to reach Ukaizo. You could go it alone, but Bane of Aethys won't survive the journey without significant upgrades. I need the very best hull and sails available in the Deadfire. I have acquired Dragon Wing sails. Their unmatched toughness will withstand the fierce winds. I've acquired the Blackwood hull. While it won't make my ship indestructible, its strength will help me survive the storms. I can find the Valiant Trading Company in Queensbirth. The head of the Juanas in the Kahanga Palace. The Royal Deadfire Company are at Imperial Command. The Principe organized their forces at Balefire Beacon on Dunnage. Onikaza has asked me to blow up the Rautai's powder house and implicate the Valians. This would solidify my union with the Juana once and for all. I can't go it alone. I've been working with the Juana. I intentionally have been trying to do the Juana questline. Very, very intentionally. I also feel like maybe I should finish this little like quest and map out the islands before we do this, because it seems like pretty final. Hi Jack, how are you? So yeah, maybe let's do that first. There's a question on the U.S. entry form. Have you committed any acts of terrorism? Some family accidentally circled yes on their child's form. They weren't even a year old, and they were summoned to the U.S. Embassy for an interview. Your ship is fully upgraded, though. I mean, yeah, but I just did that to make my ship really cool. Because I wanted my ship to be cool. Oh, shit. Did we just... Oh, no, we only lost 2. I was like, did we just lose a bunch of subs? No, we only lost 2. Oh, read. My dearest watcher, a god with an agenda tends to put things into perspective. Now more than ever, it's imperative we commandeer the floating hangman, if only so that we may chase Aethys to Okaizo. I've called a meeting of the Council Mescasitas. Sail to Dunnage and join us as swiftly as the winds will bring you. Walker Bait! Welcome back for 27 months in a row. Thank you so much. Okay, so we want the mapping the archipelago southwest of Nekataka. Southwest. Show up and kill all the pirates while they're gathered in one place. You said Consuela? I don't know how to pronounce that word. No tomb today? No. Wizards is doing... the Wizards is doing their Stream of Many Eyes. So they're doing that instead of us doing tomb. Did I already do this? Familiar crypts. I might have already been here. I'm really bad at math. Oh, I have. I have already been here. Okay.
Welcome to the flock.
Aw, thank you so much for that Twitch Prime sub. Welcome to the flock. Enjoy your new emotes and your new sub badge for free. Thank you so much. How rude of them. I know. I tried to convince them to bring us to LA, the Roll20 folk. Unfortunately, I did not do a very good job at convincing. I don't have a whole lot of water. Yikes. Okay. No, Roll20, I guess the streamers deserve it more than Wizards anyhow. Aw. Thank you so much. I do really appreciate that. Whoa.
You find yourself in cold, suffocating darkness.
Oh, again. Okay.
There is a familiar weight in your hand. A lantern. It sputters to life, and the world shifts into focus. A staircase spirals endlessly below you. With nowhere else to go, you start down.
Okay.
On every landing stands a door, each one stranger than the last. Some are clear, made from glass or Audra. Others still are locked with chains and bars, or stand ajar, spilling inky gloom across the steps at your feet. You hear the ringing of a small bell far above you. It is joined by another, then another.
Aldrich, you asked where the bells were?
The ringing rushes down the staircase with all the strength of a river. Your lantern sputters out and you are carried down into the dark. The torrent deposits you in front of an open door carved in the constellations of Aora. Each star indicated by a small golden stud. You step inside. A wave of blistering heat hits you. Then a sea salt wind. Divine voices boom and screech. Their words shake the platform beneath you, shake the very air around you. The gods are fighting.
Oh no.
Lay your blame elsewhere, Wodika. I won't suffer your arguments any longer.
Magrin looms large before you, an accusing finger leveled at the melted visage of Wodika. Wotica screws her mouth into a sneer.
You fool! If only we had attacked him when I first proposed it.
Accusations drip bitter as bile from her tongue.
Okay. I think that I'm gonna say Aethys could be destroying the wheel right now, and you're arguing? Maybe get mad at the gods? Yeah. They're being a little bit... Yeah.
You would dare interrupt me?
Yeah.
Wotica extends a hand, looking for a moment like she intends to swat you from the platform.
Try me!
But the Pallid Knight gives her a long, impassive look, and at last, she jerks her hand away. The Pallid Knight looks down at you, a frown etched deep in her otherwise statue-still features.
I am afraid we are not at our best.
The Watchers return. Perhaps we should hear what she has to say.
Yeah!
Helia's birds chatter anxiously among themselves. Wal's many eyes alight on each god in turn.
We make little enough progress on our own.
They say, a wry smile contorting their alien features.
Can I be this sassy to the gods, or is that too sassy? I'm gonna be more stoic, I think. Or diplomatic? I'll be diplomatic.
We try.
I'm being diplomatic.
Agreement eludes us.
Andra's storm-dark eyes swivel to meet yours.
No, now that both of the pieces of my soul are together, I think maybe tone down the sass? Maybe? I don't know.
Is there nothing we can do?
Helia asks. Magrin glances at the Pallid Knight from the corner of her eye. After a thoughtful pause, she speaks.
The time has come for us to seize the power we have long left untouched and absorb our scattered children.
Kill all
Magrin
humans.
says. Andra nods, her lure bobbing bright.
Terrible though it would be, perhaps you are right.
Didn't Magrin mention this once before?
I did, and I was scolded like a child for my terrible audacity.
Which one?
A curl
This
of
one?
steam
Or
rises
this
from
one?
her nose.
Or this
The
one?
Pallid Knight
All of
looks
them.
on, impassive.
Maybe not this one.
Should we be killed in our god forms, we can possess you, our godlike children. Or should we face a force too powerful to stand against, we can absorb your souls, granting us additional strength.
What? Should we be killed in our god forms, we can possess our godlike children. Or should we face a force too powerful to stand against, we can absorb your souls, granting us strength. So just fucking kill all the godlikes? You mean Pallegina, Takehu, and me?
You, Helia's wayward daughter, Andra's precious son, and thousands of others. Yes, you would all die.
The Pallid Knight speaks with the chilly temperance possessed only by the god of death.
Okay.
But the time for that plan has long passed us by.
The Pallid Knight says.
And you're just like, whatever, with killing all of the god...
Are we to keep nothing for ourselves? Not a single secret retained? Not a solitary mystery?
Well, Magrin elbows one of Wal's floating eyes away.
Aethys will lay bare our every secret soon enough. What is one or two revealed now? But we get ahead of ourselves. First, the Watcher must get to Ukaizo, and that will be a trial all its own.
Right,
Magrin
because I
says.
haven't had one of those lately.
Magrin smiles.
And more are yet to come.
God damn it.
The Guardian of Ukaizo has stood watch over that place for millennia. It will not stand aside, not even for Bareth's herald.
It's a kraken.
Andras Helia, who had been lost in quiet, anxious conversation with her birds, breaks in.
It yet lives.
Definitely a kraken.
Of course. Our progenitors crafted it.
Magrin says. A pair of Helia's finches come to join Wal's floating eye. They hover just out of Magrin's reach and swoop in to poke her when she's not looking.
Immature.
And the Watcher will be forced to reckon with it if she wishes to confront Aethys.
The birds at last linger too long, and Magrin slaps them away.
Why does this
They
matter at
burst
all?
into a cloud of essence, then reform and fly in a screeching chorus back to Helia.
The Guardian of Ukaizo.
A creature crafted by the Ingwithans to protect the machinery of reincarnation. It doesn't care much for visitors.
Definitely a kraken.
Mogren says.
Will you divulge our every secret to the Kith, Mogren?
Mogren shrugs.
If it suits me.
Go prepared, Watcher. The Guardian will not stand aside. Not even for the Herald of Bareth.
Helia says.
Won't Aethys take care of it? Won't he have to fight it?
It is not one of Galawain's mindless beasts. It has a heart and a mind, and it will throw neither away to oppose Aethys.
Andra says.
But me, I'm definitely killable.
And Aethys will not fight the creature. It would prove little more than a distraction for him, especially as my tsunami and Mogren's volcano couldn't stop him.
Why can't you
Andra
guys
says.
fight it?
It is its own creature, Watcher. It does not listen to us.
There is another topic we have yet to address. Tell me, Watcher, where do you stand?
The Pallid Knight holds up one gauntleted hand, and the other gods fall silent.
What do you mean?
What do you think of Aethys' scheme to destroy the wheel?
The Pallid Knight asks.
I love how this is honest. It's like saying this is what you feel. This doesn't feel like the act of a caring god to me is an honest answer. I'm gonna say I don't understand because I want to know what they'll answer.
The Pallid Knight spreads wide her hands.
Think of the beyond as a reservoir, the in-between as storm clouds, and souls as rain. When a living thing dies, its soul enters the in-between. And when the in-between grows full, it releases souls into the beyond, where they wait to be redistributed to new bodies, new lives.
Okay, so when someone dies, their soul enters like the in-between or limbo. This is where like ghosts would be. And like you can see other souls, the luminous Adra, and watchers. Even the gods can't go into the in-between. Once the in-between is full, who knows what that means? It releases souls into the beyond, which is like heaven or hell, generally the afterlife. And they are reincarnated.
The wheel is the process by which souls are moved from the in-between to the beyond. From the rain cloud to the reservoir, and from the reservoir into the living world.
So by destroying the wheel, wouldn't souls just get stuck in the in-between forever? No, it says here that even the gods cannot reach it. I don't know.
Without the wheel to mediate the transfer and redistribution of souls, the souls of all who die remain in the in-between. And without souls to fill it, the beyond gradually empties, trapping all of the remaining souls in existence in the in-between. When the beyond is empty and the last creature on Aora dies, that is the end of everything. It is Rimergon's future, the one he wants for us.
How does that affect you, motherfuckers?
Soul essence sustains us. We feed off it, off the little fragments you mortal kith shed like snakeskin as you pass into your next life.
Okay, so basically like human memories and the things you don't carry with you from life to life are what sustain the gods. They don't actually eat up whole souls. They just take bits and pieces, which is why you can't remember your last life, sort of stuff.
Without sustenance, we starve as any mortal might. We die and leave a great silence behind, an eternal emptiness from which nothing is born.
Okay. Sure. No, because, like, they don't kill and eat souls. The souls still, like, get reincarnated. They're like, yeah, soul parasites. Exactly. So the assumption is if you break the wheel, all the souls of every living thing will just stay in the in-between. They won't be reincarnated. Eventually, nothing will have souls, But you have to, like, because the Hollowborn children, when they didn't have souls, they couldn't, like, they didn't do anything. They just, like, they were like comatose, basically. So without souls, humans are just nothing. They wouldn't procreate. So then, like, even if you could have, like, everyone would become Hollowborn because all the souls would remain in the in-between, and then eventually those Hollowborn would just die with no one to take care of them. And so all life on this planet, whatever it's called, Aora, would die. And then the gods would die. Everything would die. So how did things work before the Angwithans? If, like, yeah, exactly. Like, how did it work before this? I don't understand. How did the Angwithans get their souls? I don't know. Okay.
You see then that we cannot help but argue. The fate of life hangs in the balance, and we are as ever beholden to our natures.
Okay, so that's their assumptions, but the gods never existed before the wheel was invented because they were created by the Angwithans. So nobody knows what happened with souls before the wheel. I gave Bella so many hugs and snuggles, Urza. They're lying? I mean, that makes sense. Hi, Timon. How are you?
Tell us, Watcher, where do you stand?
This doesn't feel like the act of a caring god to me. I mean, it doesn't. He's like taking away everyone's religion, right? I mean, I definitely feel, because Aethys and a lot of people, Iavara included, are very much like, the gods aren't actually gods. They were created by the Angwithans, and it's a huge farce. It's a huge lie that's been told for centuries, and the only way to fix that is to just strip away everyone's faith, which just seems so wrong to me. Like, I don't know. Faith is really important for people. What are those symbols after the chat options? It tells you what like personality trait those choices are. I feel like this is my answer. I mean, they're not great, but no gods are really that great. They're all kind of bullshit. But I think this is my answer. This doesn't feel like the act of a caring god to me.
And so many will suffer needlessly for it.
Andra says.
It will have a few generations at most before the beyond is vacant of souls. And adaptability is your greatest strength.
The Pallid Knight says.
You have to turn it on. It's in the options, Urza.
Aethys believes you will succeed. An uncaring god would not have that faith.
The Pallid Knight knits her fingers together and regards you.
Wait, Aethys believes that... Oh, Aethys believes that somehow Kith will figure out how to do all this without the wheel. In the few generations after that humanity has, after he breaks the reincarnation wheel, he believes that we'll figure out how to survive.
You would take his side? He destroys your wheel.
Wodika shouts. The Pallid Knight turns unblinking eyes on Wodika.
Put aside your childish notion of sides and open your eyes. You are made blind by your rage.
Yeah, he thinks he's liberating everyone from what the Angwithans forced upon them by making the gods, right?
Aethys loves the mortals more than any of us. He has always been their greatest champion.
Magrin says.
He believes Kith will rise to his challenge. I am not so sure, but I look forward to watching them try.
Magrin says.
Hey, Bluejay, I was walking my sister's dogs and saw someone walking a dog that looked like your little bug. Ah! She's laying in the window. I put on the heater over there, so she's very comfy.
What if Aethys is right, and Kith succeed in rebuilding the wheel? What then?
Andra asks.
I guess we'll learn and grow as Aethys intends. Like, that's what happens.
Wal's many eyes bounce and blink in quiet delight.
That would be quite amusing indeed.
And what if they fail?
Then
Helia
everything
asks.
dies.
Then they die. And so do we.
Andra says.
It's just such a weird challenge, right? Because breaking the wheel, it doesn't make the gods go away. People could still worship them, but like...
Oh, you guys made me eat.
Bella needs a treat, and yeah.
Aw, thank you, Ursa. I really appreciate that. And you're the first tipper of June. Congratulations.
We have to help them.
Helia's voice rises, near to panic. Wodica drives her fist into her hand.
Help them. We should finally bring them to heel.
The Pallid Knight raises a hand and stares at Wodica until she falls silent.
Wodica's the worst.
Watcher, Aethys yet values your counsel.
He's not
The
here.
Pallid Knight
Why does it
says.
matter?
The Pallid Knight's eyes bore into yours.
An impassioned plea from the Hound of Aethys may still temper his actions. Confront him at Ukaizo.
Okay, I'll do it.
The future of Kith and the gods rests on your shoulders, Watcher, so I hope that you do.
The Pallid Knight's stern countenance softens.
Time moves swiftly away from us now.
The
So,
Pallid Knight spreads her hands before her.
Aethys hopes that by breaking the wheel, he will force humanity to confront the fact that their gods aren't actually gods. But the only way that humanity will survive is if they remake the wheel. But what was the whole process before the wheel was made? I really think that they, like, obviously it doesn't make sense.
Go, Watcher.
It's fiction,
Do
obviously.
what you must.
The edges of your vision begin to dim. Like a sun setting, twilight encroaches on your mind. The Pallid Knight conjures a blinding white light in her palm that swiftly grows to engulf the room. Then, the crack
very
of thunder
confusing.
rends the air, and you feel the floor drop out beneath you. You come to flat on your back, staring at an all too familiar ceiling. Alone, once again.